I wanted to add something to this video that I didn't add on the last one. Well, I did the video, but somehow it disappeared. This reefer trailer has a freaky story behind it. So when I went to pick up this reefer trailer, I got to the business in Montana, and there was a line of reefer trailers. All of the reefer trailer doors were open, and inside was stainless steel shelvings on both sides of the trailer. So I thought we were getting screwed. We were told we were picking up an empty trailer that could be loaded out. So I go in, get the bill of lading, get the trailer number, go outside to look at it. Luckily it's unloaded. So I hook up to it, do my pre-trip, all that kind of stuff. Then I find out that these trailers were used for coronavirus. Basically, what had happened was the government had leased all these trailers from a bunch of different leasing companies, had them sent to this business in Montana. This business installed the stainless steel shelves on both sides, and then these trailers were sent to California to be used as a morgue. When I was told that, I was ready to drop the trailer. I was like, nope, I'm not hauling it. It's not happening. I'm not going to be driving down the road and feel something tapping me on the shoulder. It's not happening. We're dropping this trailer, we're gonna find another load. But luckily, from what I was told, they weren't used. Supposedly, if they were used, they had to be destroyed. But yeah, like I said, I was ready to drop it. Always. Every single time. But yeah, I was ready to drop it and walk away from it. Just wash my hands of it. Done. Yeah, like I said, as far as I was told, they were never used. Basically, the government had all the trailers shipped back to this business in Montana and had all the shelving units taken out, and the trailers are going back to where they were originally leased from. So yeah, just a interesting little story behind them. Kind of freaky. I don't know if I could have hauled one that had actually been used. That'd have been a little weird. Anyway, y'all have a good morning. Good morning, YouTube. I just got the call about 10 minutes ago. Go ahead and pull on back. Told me what door I needed to go to. I should have went to bed earlier last night. I ended up falling asleep. I didn't end up falling asleep till like about 2 o'clock. And o'clock now. So I'll get woke up here in a minute. Waiting on some guy. Oh, having a little trouble backing in. I guess he just can't get lined up right. So he's kind of pulling up, backing up, pulling up, backing up, pulling up, backing up. So, as soon as he gets done with that, we are going to door 36. Later, guys. What's up, everyone? Oh, they gave us a green light. I don't know if you can see it blinking back there, but we're loaded. Just got my bills. Now, the load's only 38,000 pounds, so that shouldn't be an issue. But the tandems on the trailer are slid all the way back, and then I have my fifth wheel slid all the way back. So I'm gonna run down to the truck stop, being that I haven't hauled van or reefer before, and I'm gonna check my weight and see if I need to slide my tandems forward, because I did look inside the trailer from that little porthole, and everything is to the front. All right, we got her scaled. We were a little heavy. We were 12,080 on the steer axle, and 35. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. We were 12,680 on the steer, and 35,780 on the drive, with 27.2 on the trailer. And that was with the fifth wheel slid all the, I went ahead and slid the fifth wheel all the way up because I wanted to see what it would end up being. And so I ended up sliding the fifth wheel back to, well, it went to the last notch. And then I slid the trailer axle, the tandems on the trailer, all the way forward. When I did that, it put me at 11,240 on the steer, 32,060 on the drive, and 32,360 on the trailer. We're good to go. We're gonna hit 84 here in a minute, shoot over, and then I don't remember what road, but we're gonna end up cutting down to Salt Lake, and then from Salt Lake it'll be a straight shot over to Shelbyville, Indiana. The broker did say he was gonna get us some layover time money, so that'll add to this trip quite nicely, depending on how. It should be quite a bit. I mean, I got there, might as well say 5:30, and then they get 2 hours, so 7:30 till 6:30 this morning. That's 11 hours, right? Am I doing my math right? I think so. 7:30 to 6:30, yeah, 11 hours. Oh, I want y'all to see this real quick. That's awesome. It's deep. Anyway, what is up? Just got the call from Cummins, and my truck will be done tomorrow. They'll be pulling it off the dyno, he said, around lunchtime. So now we're trying to make new plans. The plan was to go up. I figured it wasn't going to be ready, so I was planning on going and getting it next week. But we are going to drop this load off. I'm sorry. We are going to drop this load off Saturday, and then I'm going to shoot over to Cummins, pick my truck up. Well, shoot, I got to think about that now, because Cummins is closed on Saturday. I'll make arrangements. They better make arrangements for me spending 28 grand. But anyway, drop this truck off. I'm gonna go pick my truck up, start delivering first thing Monday morning, finish up Tuesday, Then I'm gonna take my truck to Louisiana, where this truck's supposed to be. I'm gonna catch a flight from Shreveport, hopefully to Cincinnati, and then pick this truck up, deliver this trailer Wednesday or Thursday, and then catch a power only from Alabama to Louisiana and pick my truck up. So I'm on 80, come into Wyoming, get pulled in to the Evanston way station. Everyone's got to stop. Go in and there's a line out the door. I'm about halfway to the counter, and everyone's just kind of bullshitting with everybody. All of a sudden, the dude behind the counter says, "Anyone need a permit?" No one answers. If you don't need a permit, you're free to go. But I tell you what, I ain't never seen people move so fast in my life. It looked like someone done stepped on the ant pile. Them ants were just fleeing everywhere coming out that door. Good morning. Well, we were making good time and then had a blowout on the trailer. So. Luckily, I say luckily, I was 7 miles from the Loves, and there really wasn't no exits to pull over at, so just limped it on down the side of the interstate. Won't have to do a call-out fee. That saves them a little money. So yeah, get this bad boy fixed.
Take the ramp ahead.
I'll let y'all in a little bit. What's up, everyone? The wind was kicking a little bit in Wyoming, so I'm gonna have to voice over this real quick. I stopped at a truck stop and seen this truck sitting over here. Thought I'd give y'all a glance at it and kind of show y'all what I used to do. I used to run this truck, or a truck. This might have been one of the trucks I used to run probably, 10 years ago. But this is what's called a wireline unit or an Eline unit. For those not familiar with the oil field, sorry about the camera. It was trying to focus in on the fence. That little door at the front, that's like basically an office that I used to sit in. It has a computer in it with a pretty expensive software. The tarp on the back of the truck, the roll down tarp, behind that tarp is a drum of wireline. Most trucks will hold about 31,000 feet, some a little less depending on what you're doing with the truck. Most of the trucks I ran had about 31,000 feet on it. Basically, you roll the tarp up when you get to location, spool some wire line out, run it through a lubricator and grease head, which is used to hold back pressure on the wells while you're running in and out. We dealt with pressures anywhere from 5,000 up to, some of the wells I worked on were 20,000 psi. But we would hook our line, the wire line, up to tool strings, a multitude of different tool strings, especially back when I started, before all the horizontal stuff kicked off. We would run things like gauge plug and perfs, packers, bond logs. We would dump cement, dump acid, run caliper tools, which detect holes in casing, temp logs, pulse neutron density logs, gamma ray neutron logs. There's a plethora of stuff we used to do with it. Cut pipe with chemical cutters and jet cutters. But when all the horizontal stuff kicked off, basically all we did was plug and perf. What that means is we would show up to location with a frac crew. There would be existing perfs or a sliding sleeve or something like that down at the very bottom of the well. They would frac it. We would run in with a plug and guns. The guns consisted of basically metal pipes with shaped charges on the inside of it. We would go down, set a plug to isolate the zone, the lower zone, and shoot our gun string, perforate the well. When we got done, frac would get on, frac the well, frac that's the zone that we just shot. They would get off the well, we would get back on the well, go down, set a plug to isolate that lower zone and perforate the well, the next zone up. Come off the well, frac would get back on, they would finish, we would get back on, over and over and over and over. The wells generally consist of about 20 to 60 stages, so that's 20 to 60 trips basically we're running in the hole. This truck is actually an old JW truck, or an old Mosley truck. It's where I kind of started out in wireline, and I can't see the numbers on this truck, but this may have been a truck I ran 12, 13 years ago. Like I said, I can't see any of the numbers. I can't tell which truck exactly this is, but anyway, just thought I'd kind of give y'all an idea.